Ba-ba-dum bum ba-ba-dum bum. Ba-ba-dum bum ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum bum ba-ba-dum bum bum. Bum bum ba-dum bum. This is supposed to be going live. It's going live.
It's totally going live.
It's going live.
See, look, it's going live.
No, it's going live.
Oh, no, it's totally going live.
Does this not go live in time?
I don't think it's going live. I mean, you set it for, he says we're live.
You live? We're live? Are we live?
But it says, we're going, it's 8:02, man.
Oh, now it's starting.
Nope, I don't think it is.
Oh, now we have an ad.
Oh, we have an ad. Let's watch the ad.
Oh, dear Lord. I don't want an ad. Oh, okay.
Why do you have ads on this? Do you not have premium?
I don't have premium. Why would I pay for premium?
You know how much, lifetime I've saved just not having ads anymore?
There are words I can tell you, but I can't say them on YouTube. They start with A, are followed
Google
up with
Chrome?
a D. Yeah, no.
Does that work on YouTube? Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I just not on this. I don't have it on this. I have my computer where I do 95% of my watching.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My brain feels stupid.
Says it's scheduled for 8:30 on the homepage.
9:30.
I thought I specifically said it properly, but if I didn't, I apologize. So those of you who are wondering what's going on, hello everyone. How are you?
It is a chaos stream.
It is a chaos. It's the first rule of chaos stream: scheduled for the wrong time.
Trust me, the thumbnail is the most interesting part of this video. I just realized the title.
It's a good title. So, anyways, good evening, everyone, or good morning, as the
Thanks
case
for
may be.
picking me up, by the way.
Absolutely, I'm always happy to pick you up. I'm a little pissed off with the airline though, because you're like, I'm here, and then 35 minutes later, I'm still here. I came to the point that I was going to text you if you had the right airport, but I was like, whatever.
I was going to text you if you had the right flight.
Who knows? Anyways, you need to allow sub-gifting. Kevin, 1 second. Is there a setting? Is there a setting that I have to don't know about?
Probably.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to go to monetization. There's got to be a way to do this.
It's where that S is, that $sign S. Up there. $sign S, right there.
$sign S. Nope, that says insert ad.
In my defense, you clicked it before. In my defense, you clicked it before
That may have been
reading.
inserting an ad. Okay, if you got an ad, I apologize. Jeez.
God, that's crazy that just has the power to do that.
That's hilarious.
Hey, congrats on 47,000 subs, by the
Thank
way.
you. I appreciate it. Let's go back here. Purchases and memberships.
Why don't you have dark mode?
Hey, don't start with me.
Why don't you have dark mode?
Don't start with me. Nope, not this one. Let's go back to settings. Okay, switch account. YouTube Studio. We're working on this. We're getting sub-gifting. Kevin, we got you covered. We got you covered.
This is good. This is going swimmingly.
Hey, don't start with me. Okay,
midnight margaritas and a chaos stream. This is going really well.
How is there a setting to sub-gifting?
You have so much stuff in your basement. Arkansas just doesn't have basements. It's just not. I haven't had a basement since we lived in Illinois. I loved our basement in Illinois. It was awesome, but basements are so useful. But yeah, we just don't have them in Arkansas. It's just crawl spaces and slabs, concrete slabs.
How to enable gift subs on YouTube? Go to eligible live streams. Within the line.
Connor Gordon, I prefer Star Wars Rebellion. So I have played War of the Ring one time now. I want to play it more. I don't think I've played War of the Ring enough to feel like I can give concrete analysis of it that makes it feel fair. But I like Star Wars Rebellion more. I feel like I have more control of what I'm doing in Star Wars Rebellion. I like the process of adding leaders to missions, and I think that both of them do a good job of pitting asymmetric sides against each other, where each of them is fearful of what their opponent can do. But I just feel like Star Wars Rebellion is thematically more interesting to me because it operates in sci-fi, which I'm always more interested in than fantasy. And then also, I'm probably more attached to Star Wars as a IP than I'm attached. I'm looking at this. I forget because you have this in front of me. I'm like, oh, I'm looking at the camera. The camera's right there.
Ignore that. I don't understand how to do this.
So, anyways, I like Star Wars Rebellion more. I've played it more. I think it's probably one that would consistently stay where it is for me, which is a top 10 kind of game. And War of the Ring is one that I liked a lot, but I do have things that I didn't enjoy about it. I don't necessarily... I like dice allocation to certain actions. I liked that system, but I also, like, you know, I played as the Shadow, and there were times in which I accidentally just rolled like 4 or 5 eyes in a row, and then my brother just didn't advance the Fellowship's agenda because of that. And so I had such a, like... I was bereft of actions, and it wasn't really anything I could do. So the reason why I was getting to that, I was about to say Dune War for Arrakis. I like that more because it gives me the vibes that I felt from War of the Ring, but it plays way faster. I played 2 games in 2 hours. 2 games that each took only 2 hours, which when you compare that to Star Wars Rebellion or War of the Ring is a substantially faster playtime, and that was on TTS. So I think there's sub 120-minute games that could exist with Dune War for Arrakis, and once again, it's a sci-fi theme, which I'm more engaged by, and I've gotten into Dune recently. I read the first book, I really, really enjoyed it, but previous to that I watched Denis Villeneuve's novel, so 100%. I like Dune War for Arrakis. I think it and maybe the card game War for the Ring will be enough for me that I don't need War of the Ring as a game. Maybe I'll keep it, but I don't know how often I'll play it. And then Star Wars Rebellion is 100%. It's the spicy. It's the one I love. I love Star Wars Rebellion. I'm super glad. I think if you love War of the Ring, now, you know, I'm potentially upsetting a lot of people here because I've given some critique of War of the Ring before, and it was met by understandably defensive people who like the game, and I totally understand it. It is an amazing game, and it is naturally and obviously worthy of the respect that it has. It's just not my version of it. But if you like War of the Ring, Star Wars Rebellion and Dune War for Arrakis are 100% your type of game. Like, you should play both of those games 100%. Like, hands down, you should play those, Connor. Kevin's apologizing for asking that. Let's see. Cultist number 6. Hey, Morganite. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Where in Illinois? We previously lived in Plainfield, I think. I think it was either Plainfield or Plainview. It's like 30 minutes south of Joliet, and 45 minutes maybe southwest of Naperville. So it's like an hour and a half south of Chicago. I was there for 2 years, 4th grade and 5th grade. Oh, Nick, you know I like stickers. Mad that I missed any of this. I'm sorry, the Duke. Well, we just started. Does Alex need new batteries? Alex has Energizer batteries. He never stops. He gets less sleep than me, and he does 8 times the work that I do. He's just ridiculous. I am drinking a margarita, and Alex is drinking one too. I made these just 20 minutes ago. I think I killed the picture. What are your thoughts on Madara? I would be interested in playing Madara. Kind of the, like, anime, like, grim, dark JRPG visual style isn't, like, my aesthetic, but I've heard so many good things about it. I'd be happy to give it a try. I think that Alex and Meg have intentions on playing Madara as a campaign game for Camp Co-op at some point. I just don't know when it will happen.
We have intentions.
Yeah, I know. I got you, boo. You guys ever gonna make or publish your own game? I mean, I have designs that I've bounced around in my head. I think that Alex and Meg both have the same as well. We've never really, like, collaborated to do one with each other, but I think, the creative part of me, like, I'm currently in my job with Addicts, I'm involved in development, and I'm loving it, because that creative fulfillment is really satisfying for me. So I would be very happy to fully design something at some point, because I have had ideas. The chat is, like, not... It's weird.
What's wrong?
Oh, I think that it's able to go down, and it's just showing the hover of the arrow, but I'm still caught up.
Are you on top messages or are you on live?
I'm on live chat.
Okay, wait a second. You do that over there, all messages.
Oh, what did you just do?
What? Oh,
okay. There we go.
Kevin, I think I figured it out. I'm fixing the problem. It's all good.
Oh, you were born in Illinois. And Kevin and Joey. That's why we're friends, guys. We're friends. I had I lived in the coolest neighborhood there. What?
Grab the boxes.
Grab the boxes?
Yeah, asking the question.
What boxes am I grabbing?
Careful. Those miniatures like all left and center those things.
Well, I'm going to grab them horizontally.
Yeah, just in case.
I'm going to grab them horizontally. What are we doing while I'm here?
Nothing. Put it back.
We have other stuff we do need to get done. Besides Marvel United. Can the margarita be a stretch goal? Good morning, Daniel Terwee. I'm going to assume that you are in, I'm going to say Netherlands, maybe. Just Terwee, maybe Netherlands or Belgium or somewhere close to there. Yeah, I mean, it could be Scandinavia, but Terwee, I feel like that's maybe Netherlands or something, just based off of the last name verbiage. Maybe I'm close, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you're Europe because it's a morning for you. This is live, Frankie, 100%. Board Game Officer, I just started Madara and loving it. I'm glad you're loving it. I think that's awesome. I know a lot of people who really appreciate it. Make a game. I'll get on it. Picture was black, but close the app. Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was weird for us. It started and was live, and it didn't show it to us either. So it may not have just been you. Gonna be doing any more. That's why you were having me pull that up. Want the game to have a drafting mechanic. What drafting mechanic would you add? If I'm gonna add a drafting mechanic to my game, it would be drafting alcohol to drink while you're playing it. Was born in the darkness, molded by it. I'm Madara, sitting at home waiting to crack open, but I also have ISS Vanguard. Amber and I actually recently started Role Player Adventures. We're in the fourth adventure right now. We're enjoying it a lot. Yeah, we're in Adventure 4, having a good time. Amber's been like super eager to keep going with it. That's been very exciting for me because her and I have been trying to be more intentional about having time together, and that's been a good way to do it. So I've been having a good time with Role Player Adventures. Accidentally caught this. All right, Petrified. All right. Happy that you're here, dude.
Kevin, try refreshing and see if it works now. I may have fixed it.
I love that this is the banter right now. Is you trying to fix this in the background? Either of you play Frostpunk the board game? I would adore to play that game, but I also, I don't know, games that are punishing have a very fine tightrope that I have to walk with them. I like games that are punishing and so I just recently finished God of War Ragnarok on PS5 and I'm playing on not the absolutely insane level but the second highest level, and I really enjoy Bloodborne, and when I've played other games I play on the higher difficulties. Holy cow, he just gifted 20.
So fun fact.
Dear goodness.
So I was wondering about this, and I just spent a few minutes trying to figure out the problem. Apparently, you can only do gifted subs if you have a membership level at $5 or below, and my membership was $5.99.
Oh, so you just lowered it to $4.99 or whatever?
You can't lower it. So now I have two membership levels, $4.99 and $5.99. Whatever. I called it BGC Member Plus. We're all good now.
Gotcha. Okay, so...
And also, thank you, Kevin. You're a prince.
So yeah, so Frostpunk is one I'm excited by, but I also wonder if it's going to be so punishing and procedural that it's one that it would be hard for me to find people to play with. I also love mezcal as well. I like mixing it in my margaritas and other drinks. I would say my go-to drink that I really wish I could have a finely crafted one at all times is a Paloma, but mezcal in my mixed with tequila drinks are fantastic. Netherlands! I got it right! He's from the Netherlands! That makes me happy. Building a folklore-based TTRPG. That's awesome, Morganite. Super excited about that. Keep it going. I'm gonna be getting a Discord for me up at some point, and I would 100% choose whether you can. Yeah. Okay. You need to allow it. Okay.
No, that was separate. That was me.
That was at the end giving permission.
No, I'm signed in.
It just, dude, did you just see that? It just shows everybody who just got him.
So I'm signed in on this. Oh wait, this is my personal account?
That's why I was wondering if it wasn't.
I think I'm signed in as my personal account.
Hey, John.
That's what's going on. Anyways, so what are we doing? You're just answering questions?
Yeah, I'm just talking to people.
Cool.
Well, you were fixing something, so I was talking to people, and I spent way too long looking at this stupid camera because I wasn't thinking about
Hey,
that.
little camera.
Hey. Hi guys, we're super focused on the stream.
This camera's for ants.
Needs to be at least 3 times bigger. Chaos and I wasn't invited. Hey, Grim, you're always invited.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Alex getting his own membership.
That's about as funny. That's about as funny. I'm a member. Thank you, Kevin. But anyways, so
oh, dude, he backs a ton of campaigns, but the one he purposely missed was Unconscious Mind.
Why did he purposely miss it?
Because he was backing too many, and he's like, "Did I make a big mistake?"
It depends, Frankie. What games do you like? It very strongly depends.
That's such a good answer. Such a political good answer.
Well, it depends. If you don't like compelling Euros with interlinking mechanisms that are delightfully charming to actually play and build up your tableau with actions that you have to think through everything, then you're fine. You're totally fine. But if you do like that kind of thing, if you like Arnak, if you like Endless Winter, if you like Coimbra, if you like interweaving mechanisms with delightful chaining, then this is a great game. But if you don't like that, you're cool.
Chris Freeman. Do you guys feel puzzly, worky placement games are easier to play solo, Hallertau, Feast for Odin, Viticulture? I don't know if I'd say easier or maybe better to play solo or something, but I played Feast for Odin asynchronously, and I had a very good time doing it because I wasn't as concerned with everybody. I mean, actually, I'll say I was concerned about people's worker placement in Feast for Odin more than I am in other games that are kind of like Lost Ruins of Arnak and stuff like that. So I think that, I learned Feast for Odin on BGA kind of by myself and played asynchronously than people. But the worker placement person in me who, loves Lords of Waterdeep and stuff like that, I would adore to play Feast for Odin in person, which we've tried to.
I mean, I have played it in person.
And you like it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Feast for Odin is actually on my 12x12 challenge.
But are you going to do it solo?
So here's my goal. So I have a video. It's actually going up Sunday, I believe.
Oh, you're only going to make a few of them solo, right? Because you were going to carve them out?
No. So the way it works, I mean, basically I'm going to give you a 2-minute spiel here that's going to save you most of the video on Sunday. That's cool. So anyways, on Sunday...
Why are you the only one that was being a stand for Encyclopedia?
I wasn't.
I was there as well.
Yeah, you were there.
I know. Petrified is just saying it was you.
Encyclopedia is so good. Encyclopedia is also on my 12x12.
Encyclopedia is really good.
It's also on my 12x12.
Good.
So
good.
I'm doing a 12x12 challenge.
Do you have a physical copy here now?
Yeah, it's on the shelf over there.
Oh, bae.
Yeah, exactly. It's all sleeved and everything. It's ready to go.
It's sleeved?
And Akiva loves
it. Did you bring just the cards?
Just the cards. So I have a 12x12 challenge I'll be doing in 2023. And yes, I realize I'm a month and a half into 2023. I'm still going to be doing a 12x12 challenge. What I did for that is I picked 12 games that I wouldn't normally play 12 times, or at least there's a decent chance I wouldn't normally play 12 times in a year. And I'm going to be playing those games, and they have to be longer games. There's no cockroach poker kind of situation. They have to be an actual achievement to play them. But then additionally to that, they actually have to be achievable as well as an achievement, which means we're not picking Mage Knight. There's no 12 games of Mage Knight in 2023. But what there is going to be a combination of games that allow for solo or co-op play. Most of them have plays online. Like you play not just BGA, Tabletop Simulator, Tabletopia. Most of them are playable solo, like I mentioned already, and they're a reasonable time frame. To that end, Lost Ruins of Arnak is on the list. Feast for Odin's on the list. Encyclopedia's on the list. I go through this all in the full video on Sunday. You can check it out.
Those are freaking good picks.
Those are good picks.
Unsettled too.
Unsettled's on my backup list.
It's on a backup. Did it get pushed?
No, and it's all in the video. Okay,
Devin, just wait for the video.
Watch the video.
Just wait for the video, Devin.
I have 12 games that I'm doing in this 12x12 challenge, and then I have 10 backups that I could proxy in. So, for example, one of the games I actually picked in the challenge is Wayfarers of the South Tigris.
Ooh!
Which is a Shem Phillips game.
Wait. Why are you doing that prior to playing?
Because I have a backup list of 10 proxies, so I don't care.
Okay. I was like,
that's
an unusual pick for you.
I think that might be the only one on the list that I haven't played. Actually, I think it's the only one on the list I haven't played, I think. But anyways, the point is I'm going to play a lot of games 12 times this year. That's 144 total plays in 2023 just devoted to this challenge.
Of some decent hits.
Yeah.
I really like Red Rising, the board game. I have not played...
Oathsworn's on the list.
Is it?
Oathsworn.
Are you going to cheat on... Are you going to cheat with me?
Oh, no.
Are you going to cheat with me?
Right, yeah.
Please.
Oathsworn.
Please. You do so many campaign games with Meg. Play one with me. Play one with me.
You can have Pandemic Legacy.
What?
You can have Pandemic Legacy.
We both played it. I'm not playing that again. I liked it, I'm just not doing it. I like Red Rising, but I also love the Red Rising books, which makes the game better for me.
You know what I started?
You are doing the audiobooks.
So on the way to the airport to pick you up, I started the audiobook for Red Rising.
I didn't know which one you were going to start. I didn't know if you were going to start that or the Reckoners.
I was going to continue the Reckoners, but because I wanted to start it again, and so I did the Red Rising. I'm half hour into it. I'll be finishing later this week.
Received Orichalcum. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And 10 Penny Parks and Honeybuzz. Speaking of Thunderworks games, I'm doing Role Player Adventures. Honeybuzz Buzz never. Did you like Honey Buzz? It
still
never
love it.
really.
Did you play it?
Really?
Did you play it?
Yeah, it didn't do it for me.
I really liked it with the caveat that it hasn't been played in a while and I haven't felt compelled to pull it out. But I thought it was really good.
Nice. Man, so many gifted people and so many sub people now because of Kevin. Kevin, you're a gem.
Well, you have 20 subs, there's 50 people watching. It's gonna add up quickly.
Devin, your opinion was more right. Thank you for the revisionist history.
Encyclopedia. So here's the thing. So just for the record, and I'm gonna do this right now, okay?
I almost touched the pedal.
Don't touch the pedal.
I almost touched it.
Every year, I pick a variable number of games that, and I don't pick them, it just happens. Every year, there's a variable number of games that excite me, that I get like, oh my gosh, this game is so good.
Did you sell your Dwellings of Eldervale?
Yeah, a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if Frankie's the one that bought it, but...
I bought your Dwellings of Eldervale.
Yeah.
He says, I bought your Dwellings of Eldervale.
Yeah.
He's lying?
Frankie,
you dirty liar.
I just didn't know if you sold it.
Yeah.
Did you have the fancy one?
Yeah.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
I have empty cardboard boxes in my game, and it drives me crazy. I love that game. Dwellings is so good.
So every
Dwellings
year,
is
there's
so
a few
good.
games that really...
Tim Chuon is right. Dwellings is amazing, and there's no argument against it.
Every year, there's a few games that really compel me. That just, I am like, these are the best games this year. Encyclopedia was one of them for last year. For this year, my current pick of Game of the Year at the moment, it's early. We got time. I'm saying right now, DEI.
It's really...
100%.
Dude, this has come out of nowhere. When did you start playing this?
So, here's the thing. So, I played DEI. Doing the campaign on TTS, I had a single play. And I really enjoyed it. But the problem is there's two factors. One is on TTS, okay? TTS is not the same as real life, as you all know. And two is, it was a long time ago, and it was, I don't know, whatever. I played it again twice this week. So I played it 3 times now, which 3 plays is enough to give a decent opinion, but we got time. We're going to be playing it more, don't worry. It's got, you see these are here?
Oh, that's sexy.
So, but it's not just a visual thing. As you're wandering around the map over here, let's go to, we actually have top cam over
is
here.
this this almost reminds me of like what you end up constructing in Burn Cycle.
Yeah. Here we go. There we go. So top cam over here. So this creates an actual map that as you're building out the map over here, there are different areas. So you can build ladders and stuff to get to here, but you are actually wandering on 2 different surfaces as the map explores.
I'm so turned on right now.
Oh, you should be turned on.
Oh, it's got layers.
It's got layers.
Even more layers.
Yes, well, those actually don't matter.
I don't even remember this campaign.
Yeah, no, this is a...
How old is the campaign?
The campaign's about 1.5 years old, I want to say.
I've got to reach out to them.
It's an area control game. Okay, it's area control, which is my genre to begin with, but it gives you a simple... Like, here, you want to know how simple the rules are? Akiva played the game, and he wasn't even taught the game. He literally was not taught the game. He had a player aid in front of him, and the guy kind of casually mentioned a few things, and then I'm waiting for... I've played it before, so I didn't need rules, and he just never really teaches it, and Akiva just starts playing. I'm like, do you know what's going on? He's like, yeah, I got this.
That's awesome. That is drastically different than Black Rose Wars.
Yes. So the game is easy to play, and you need some framework. But Akiva, while the guy was setting up, Akiva just read the player aid, and the guy gave him like brief kind of structure.
I wouldn't watch the video.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Anyways,
man.
Yeah, the point is that this came out of nowhere for me. This didn't come out of nowhere. I really liked it. I'm surprised at how much I like it. But for right now, as of right now, this is a top 20 game for me. Wow. Almost certainly.
When does the knife juggling start?
I don't know.
Someone want to buy a Dwellings game over me, over my arm? The audiobook for Red Rising is really good. That's good to know. I'm glad. I have the 3 books. There are some people who are of the opinion that the following trilogy, which is set in the same universe, isn't as good. I will fight you on that. I think it's just different, and that's okay. Legendary. Man, I'll sell it to you, Devin. I have everything. I have the game. I just need the other stuff, and I don't need
Jenna's here.
Hey! Jenna's here.
Devin 2.0.
Jenna, can we hang out with her and she could play
over?
Dwellings? Well, I know that.
Yes.
I'm okay to be the 4th wheel, okay?
Absolutely.
Every car needs one. Every car needs one.
Do you know why every car needs a 4th wheel, Devin?
Why?
Because that way it actually only runs on 3 and the 4th is extra. When one pops, you need to be able to run and not die. If a car had 3 wheels and the back one popped, you'd fall over and die.
I'll be here in case you pop.
Okay, yeah. So weird.
Jenna, I will play with you. I will play with you. Oh, the volume's on here. I heard an echo.
You heard an echo?
Yeah.
That's bad.
I was like, that's how loud I am.
You are very loud. Did I sleeve Encyclopedia? Yes, I did. And yes, I did have enough. Did you not have enough? Oh, no. Oh, no, you might be right. I think I didn't have enough. You're right. There were like I didn't mind that, but there were a few cars that like didn't have a sleeve. I remember something vaguely about that from all the extras.
Not Devin sounding like, I'm dead sexy.
What has happened?
Fat Bastard from Austin Powers.
I don't watch Austin Powers.
Okay. I'm dead sexy.
Okay. What's your favorite bidding style mechanic? Don't know. Is DEI coming to retail? I don't know, Kevin. I don't know, but yeah. Okay.
Bryce is here.
I'm very hopeful Nova Air's Renaissance. I didn't actually back that one. Is Alex going to be getting the new Kings of Moon prototype for testing? The new one. Oh, did they post an update? I don't. So here's the fun fact to you, okay? Ever since I got a job for GameFound, Awaken Realms doesn't really send me things.
Interesting. Interesting.
They kind of send it to Jesse and they're like, oh, grab it from Jesse when you're done. And I'm like, hey,
wait a second.
Don't I control who gets the prototypes? No, not really.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, I made it for the Chaos Stream. Enjoy. It would be a trike if it didn't have 4. It would be a trike. Woohoo! Also get nice with liner lock on the top of the handle, not on the bottom. I don't know anything about that. Yeah. Devin is too good at that. What's your favorite bidding game? My favorite bidding game is... My favorite bidding game... Possibly No Thanks. No, Cyclades. Cyclades is so good. I love it. It's auction. Is auction the same as bidding?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's the same as bidding. Auction's the same as bidding.
You bid in an auction.
Yeah, so Cyclades. Cyclades is my favorite auction game.
Oh, mine's Modern Art. I have so much fun with Modern Art.
I hear that game's kind of described as like a social experience. Social experiment.
I love Modern Art. That's such a fun game. Oh my goodness. This game... Need to watch the DEI video.
Wait,
just playing Concordia.
Has GameFound Perks given you exclusive insight into what the next Awaken Realms title is? Yes.
Oh, man. I hate not having secrets. I'll tell you a secret, but it's just like family stuff. It's not interesting at all. It's just like, it's anatomical stuff.
I know all your anatomical
I love that I've gotten you to the point where you instinctually start to respond, and then you're like, oh, wait, crap, I can't say anything.
Frankie, I need to watch the DI video, so Alex couldn't tell by your comment. Do you like it more or less than your first play? I don't know what you mean by first play. What I will say is, DEI has grown on me play to play. It has only gotten better. The structure... So here's an example. Okay, I'm going to take 2 games. DEI and Resurgence from Stan Kadonsky. 2 different games. And both of them are fantastic games. But Resurgence has stayed level for me for my first play. It has not gone up. It has not gone down. It stayed level to me. It's very consistently good, but it's consistently good.
Since its first play?
Since its first play.
Okay. I said for its first play.
I played Resurgence like 5.
I felt the same way about the game the first time I played it. Yeah. The first time I played it, it didn't change. Like, after playing it for one time, I was like, I have opinions.
Yeah, 5 to 6 plays into Resurgence. I think it's a great game, and it hasn't changed for me. DEI, 3 plays in, every play has gotten better, and every play I've appreciated the nuances more.
Alex, I don't watch Austin Powers. Devin makes it as unappealing as humanly possible.
I mean, I know, but the whole...
So my...
He says baby a lot? He says baby? Yeah, baby!
Yeah, so yeah.
I know, but
my video game title, and my TTS title, that one henchman, is from Austin Powers, because there's a henchman where he's on a steamroller that's moving as slow as possible, and like this entire factory is clearing out, and this one guy's like, stop! It's the slowest scene ever.
I've seen clips from Austin Powers. I never like really watched it.
So that's what my tag is on username.
Concordia is so good. Concordia is so good. I want to play Concordia.
I've never played Concordia.
Oh, it's on a list. Is it the
12x12?
No, we're not that list. It was on the list of one of the.
How many lists are there?
We were gonna do a play this, not that of Concordia versus another game.
Third nipple.
Third nipple. What about the third nipple?
The anatomical stuff.
Oh, and he's never third nipple, and we call that a nubbin. When is the drinking game collab with Jesse coming? They missed a few players last time. What drinking game collab? You talking about when it's just Jesse and Wes when they did their thing like a week and a half ago? That thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesse and Wes did a drinking game a week and a half ago.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, they had a bunch of games out. They played some stuff.
I feel like a good quarter of my collection volume belongs to Awaken Realms games. It's a lot of boxes. Hey, good games. Games.
About a third of my collection belongs to Durogori Games and Arena of the Contest, and that's just one game.
What would it take to actually get you to and possibly Meg to commit to design? Time. It would need extra time.
I mean, practically speaking, a paycheck in advance. practically speaking.
Yeah, no, but like that would buy time.
Yeah,
that
because
would buy
I
time.
love the idea of designing a game. I've written rules for multiple games. I've written characters and stuff. And I've done a whole bunch of stuff. But then you have to play test it, and that just feels like it's work. I'd rather play a good game.
I'm okay to do the development side of things, but I also like I'm doing that now with Addicts, but I'm not working on one of my designs.
So Kevin, when are you going to play Max vs. Minions? Meg and I actually started playing it at WSBG. We played like 4 or 5 games. And fun fact,
he's not going to watch the movies, Jenna.
WSBG, hold up. WSBG has the same library as Dice Tower West because they use Dice Tower West library.
I'm going to do WSBG.
So when we go to Dice Tower West, we're going to finish Max vs. Minions.
No.
That's the plan. Keep in mind, I say that's the plan.
Don't do
versus
stuff without
all
me.
3 of us consistently commit to playing more games than we have time for.
That's
and then Devin's
true.
like, let's do a live stream when we're supposed to be playing more games.
Wow, I needed this.
Austin Powers is great, Alex. You should totally watch them all. Jenna, Devin's right. It's not a priority right now. How's The Last of Us? You enjoying it?
The show?
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, cool.
I'm really
I'm
enjoying
gonna watch The Last of Us first. Then we'll start talking about Austin Powers.
Oh man, The Last of Us is really good. It's really good. The 3rd episode was was when I was like, you know what? The 3rd episode of Last of Us is kind of like the Game of Thrones test that Game of Thrones failed after the writing material. They went off script, and in The Last of Us they went off script in the 3rd episode. And it just worked.
Yeah, I saw lots of people getting very excited.
It was so good.
I'll be watching it.
Like that is also like a nostalgic thing for Amber and I because that's one of the like when she watches me play video games, usually PS4 games that are like narrative based, she gets motion sickness if she's watching a first person game. So she watches me play like 3rd person narrative games, and that's one of those. So like we enjoy, like, we spent time with Last of Us 1 and the second Last of Us Part 2, which is also an amazing game, and if you didn't like it, grow up.
You see the SNL skit for Mario Kart?
I loved it.
That's pretty good.
I loved
That's
it.
pretty good. Alex, is the Great Wall still making it to the table? It hasn't.
I can't wait for it to get delivered.
It hasn't made its way to the table in a while, but it's one of those games that doesn't get tabled frequently. It gets tabled maybe twice a year, and it's worth it for those 2 times a year.
This is actually a good question that I've never heard. Do you have a reason for what you put there?
I actually skipped it, Connor. I skipped it. Nothing personal, but I skipped it because I find.
Do you actually have a reason?
Yes, I skip it. I answer this question like every stream, which is why I skip it now. Kevin doesn't watch the streams at all.
I've ratted myself out.
So I was gonna say, you're like, I've never thought about that. Yeah, because you don't watch the streams. So the way I choose games that go over here, it's a combination of 2 things. One is they are big box games that have some degree of appeal to them just by their existence. The second, Devin, if you don't pay attention, you're still gonna have to answer.
You're right. I'm not
Okay.
focused.
The second is when I display a game like this, I don't want to forget what's behind it, and I don't want to lose the shelf space. So if I take a small game that's like a Ticket to Ride game and I put it there, either I'm losing shelf space or I'm forgetting what's behind it. Versus if I, for instance, have Arena of the
fits
Contest,
the full space,
and I have 3 other boxes of Arena of the Contest behind it. So generally,
so you have the expansions for Wonderland's War.
There are exceptions. There are exceptions. Behind most of these games, like behind Zombicide is more Zombicide. Behind Rise of Moloch is more Rise of Moloch. Behind Titans is more Titans.
That's smart.
Behind Tainted Grail is more Tainted Grail.
Nice.
For most, but not all of these games, what's behind the game is more of that game.
So behind Crimson Scales, kind of just
I will murder you. I will murder you. You're such a tool. Why do I like you? Okay.
I don't think a single designer's ever got a paycheck in advance. Yeah, no,
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. Some do.
Well, I mean,
once you're like an established designer. But I'm saying, but here's the problem. I'm not. Here's the thing. The designers who design games, let's say if you're Uwe Rosenberg and you sit down to design a game, you know that there's a paycheck waiting. It doesn't matter. There is a paycheck waiting for the next Uwe Rosenberg game. That's not a question. That's the before after. It's there.
Yeah.
For me to sit down and design a game, there's not going to be a paycheck at the end of it. And what I'm doing is I'm going to spend months and months and months playing a game that's mediocre in order to make it good when I could be playing good games instead. So there's not a financial incentive and there's not a fun incentive. So
you're just not good enough.
Correct. The process of designing a game is incredibly cool. The process of playtesting and working and making it better, that's just work. And I'm not passionate enough about game design. I'm passionate enough about playing games. Good games.
You have what? Do you ever not have an answer for something?
Of course, the answer is no. But like, and if I'm so critical about games that I'm like, if I don't like a game, I don't want to give it a second play. That holds true for my games too. Chaos stream the night Devin arrives. Unexpected. Scrub me, I expected it. I'm sorry. I expected it. I know this guy. Sean S. How about Shogun no Katana? Wait, Devin, why doesn't Alex play games with you like he does
that was about
Meg?
the campaign thing.
Oh yeah. Well, the short version is this is a timing question. You're confusing a timing question. So
I also live way further away.
Yeah, Meg and I totally don't play online every week multiple times. You're right. Good point.
Yeah, I know, but you guys didn't invite me to that.
Yeah, exactly. So a time.
You literally, you made an argument that doesn't have a good defense on your part.
So I don't need a good defense. So the timing, here's the timing, okay? I've known Devin for like 2 years now. I've been close friends with Devin for like 2 years now. But
has it just been 2?
I don't know. It feels like way longer.
I feel like I set you up for that. But was not my intent.
So he and I have been hanging out for a long time. Meg and I started doing camp co-op while you were still doing stuff with Clash World. And Camp Co-op was the thing where we just play games. It was an opportunity to play games that we like without having to constantly go through the new stuff. And we started with just Gloomhaven, but then we still built up a community, and they liked watching us, and we started adding more stuff because of that. So campaign games kind of go into the Camp Co-op thing, because I'll actually sit there and play them. With Devin, the only campaign game I play is Marvel United. And so by the time Devin showed up, we had Camp Co-op going strong. Then, separately from Camp Co-op, then Devin and Meg joined the Board Game Co. team. So it's like multiple different timelines all shifting together. And the net result is that I like Devin, and I play games with Devin, but Meg gets the campaign games. He gets Marvel United.
I'm okay.
Let's see.
I'm just happy to be here.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I
Fined?
don't get fined.
Get another round of ice.
It's a sports ball reference.
Oh, yeah, sure. I would know that. Last of Us Beyond good. Episode 3 is peak television. I have to watch it. Nick Offerman is peak. Yeah, I only just realized Nick Offerman is The Last of Us. I only just saw that. Are you ready for more Marvel United? Yes, we are. We are diving into Marvel United X-Men this trip. Devin, you going to play Hogwarts Legacy? Devin, are you going to play Hogwarts Legacy?
Nah.
No, why not?
It's not really my kind of game.
Cool. I hope to get to it at some point with the realization that may never happen because I don't play video games anymore.
I finished God of War Ragnarok, and there's a couple other ones that are kind of like on my list.
Okay. G-Man Games is a gift to Kathingi. Devin must be spending the night. Devin is spending the night, yes. So I'm just paying the favor back after the last chaos stream. Same Petrified. What are the odds? I got to see the stream to hear the actual explanation of these placements, and I knew they all had a reason. Yes, they are. They all have a reason. And I shift things up infrequently because there's not a ton of big box games. Usually when I get a new big box game that I like, I consider whether to put it behind the shelf.
Frankie says, so what game has you most captivated at the moment? Is it for you? Is it DEI?
100% is DEI.
Me?
I would play DEI after this.
Me, it's probably Role Player Adventures because I'm playing it right now with Amber, which means I get time with Amber. I keep looking at that camera.
I really liked Roleplay Adventures, and keep in mind, Meg and I defer on this. She still likes it the whole way through. I am wearing on it as I play it more.
I will say the only thing that I have noticed, like we're in the 4th adventure now.
Yeah.
The only thing that I noticed is, and this is not really the game's fault. It's an expansive, hard thing to do.
Sure.
But like Amber and I have like 2 or 3 times now, even in just the first 3.5 adventures, made a decision with the hope of it leading to a certain choice, and that choice not being there because the ultimate thing's a little bit too binary. Like for example, we have, because of the titles you receive, we got a particular title with the Starlit Door, and we wanted to go do something in this 4th one that we haven't finished yet. That we're almost done with. We wanted to do something in the 4th campaign.
Sure.
And because we were friends with Starlit Door, or had that title, we couldn't do it at all. And we would have only been able to do it if we had the opposite title, which means once you lock in to a certain narrative, you're not really allowed to double back on it, even if the option should in the moment make sense.
Not necessarily though. So here's where I disagree with you, because so first of all, we've had that happen. I want to say only one time, and the reason it's happened only one time is because for us it has made sense that as we did things with Starlit Door, we also went Starlit Door. Yeah, screw those guards.
No, we're actually technically more Droggle than anything.
Interesting. Okay, so we've been more Starlit Door. And as a result, we've often had choices, and we did the choice that made sense. And the practical reality of life is, if you piss off the wrong faction enough, sometimes they won't let you into their club.
Yeah.
That's just the way life plays out.
Yeah. But for me, it wasn't even that. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to give explicit details. But it made me realize the limitations that is naturally in place, that you would have to spend way more time crafting an absurdly convoluted narrative in order to give the space for that.
So me, we played a rough Gloomhaven scenario tonight. I was convinced we were going to lose, and I needed a win for retirement. The game was nice to us and let us win. So me, I have heard that if you're ever sure you're going to lose, all you have to do is swear up and down that if you win, then you'll crap your pants, and you should be fine.
It works, guys. It works. I don't know how, but it does.
You retire your scoundrel. It's so nice. I like my scoundrel.
Ugh.
Price. Yes, the middle of publishing a game and it's all work and no pay. Yeah, and that's fine if you're passionate about it. I'm just, you know, I saw a great line today. A great line. Okay, you want to hear the line?
You just got to be passionate about it.
No.
Oh.
Working 8 hours.
I don't think I've seen you roll your eyes like that.
Working 8 hours a day for someone else's passion is stress. Working 80 hours, not 8 hours a day. Working 80 hours a week for someone else's passion is stress. Working 80 hours a day a week for your passion is fun.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Sure.
I might be messing up.
Yeah, no, it's the idea that if you enjoy what you're doing, it's not work.
Like, I have literally had days where I was tired and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do a video. Because I like talking to the camera. I like it. I have fun with it. So, like, that's sometimes my relaxing thing. Borgen Garden, 1 a.m. here. Good night, you guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Jenna,
it's 1 a.m. here, too, as well.
We gotta have, I know, but she doesn't know that. Maybe, I know what you're, whatever.
We're also
we
East
need
Coast.
To play.
Well, you're also, I'm Central Time, but you're East Coast.
So, I was thinking of playing the musical character next, and I saw the cards, and I was like, nope. I haven't seen it. Is Devin sleeping there because I'm sensing alcohol? I mean, Devin, so David, just...
If I wasn't drinking alcohol, would you not let me stay here?
Well, no, I think context matters here. He might think that you're driving home.
Oh, yeah. I don't live here. I live 14 hours away in Arkansas.
If he drives home, the alcohol's not going to help.
Srebme, it's been a day.
Yeah. Sounds like you need better friends, Alex. Gavin, that's probably true, but I don't know what I said that messed it up. Srebme, Night Jenna, just here so I don't get fined. Connor Gordon, we're talking about practice, sports ball reference. Is that from like a movie or is that like...
I'm just here so I don't get fined?
Yeah.
So there's a football player. He might have retired by now, but he played for the, I think, Seattle Seahawks. It was Marshawn Lynch. And he was renowned for eating Skittles and stuff like that as kind of like a snack that he'd eat before playing games. And
I just want that on his tombstone. Renowned for eating Skittles.
So, but the thing is that most like large, essentially organizations like that that are like high level professional sports, the players actually have.
I'm behind in chat. Night Bryce, we missed you.
They have. They have an imperative to do press meetings and like press stuff, and so he never wanted to do it. But if you don't go to them, you can literally get fined for it. So if you don't appear before the press, like in pre and post game conferences and stuff like that, you can get fined for it. So he was known for literally just going in, and his answer to every question was, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
I appreciate that.
And they couldn't fine him for that, but he would just go, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
Austin, if you only have one, would you have Gloomhaven or Frosthaven? Frosthaven, but primarily because I've gone through enough Gloomhaven that I'd rather go keep the game that I have less exploration on.
Petrified, technically, Multiverse counted as an expansion, so I did back it.
I'll give you that, honestly. If I wanted to be a jerk, I wouldn't, but...
But honestly, the new content, I really, like, the equipment cards for me are huge. To have, like, retroactive, all of that stuff is, like, massive for me. I think that's such, like, a boon to the content.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
So, for me, I was like, I wasn't like, ooh, this stands alone. It's more like the stuff. Yeah, no, like, so the campaign decks, the equipment cards, like, all the stuff that, like, to me, it, like, I feel like, even though if they do more stuff, I'm always going to be enticed, I feel like the stuff that they offered this time around, I was like, genuinely, this could, like, mean we could play innumerable versions of the game.
Yeah, until now, I thought we couldn't. Petrified. To be honest, as a viewer, I'm personally wearing an RPA as well. Yeah, I get that. And again, different people are going to be at different points. I like RPA still, but I am ready to be done with it and move on. Like, as for context, here's a good example. I put RPA as my number 85, I believe, of all time in my top 100. And when I did that, I was like, maybe it's a little too harsh. I really do like it. Yeah. I was like, I really do like it. Maybe I should be higher.
And then you're like, no, it's in the right spot.
I'm like, it's in the right spot. Yeah. Okay, first, guys, chat, good night. For a first heavy game experience, Teotihuacan or Brass? Brass. I haven't even played Teotihuacan. Neither has he. We both said Brass anyway.
Oh no, I've played Sulkin. I have not played Teotihuacan.
He doesn't even know what Teotihuacan is.
I know what it is. I just forgot. It's the T-series.
David Brown, play the campaign, then play opposite choice of scenarios just to see misconduct.
Amber's actually started reading the other entries that we don't choose. She's bad. She likes reading. She loves narratives.
So
she loves stories. So she's just like I'm never playing this again.
So do you want a secret?
What?
This is actually if you're a member of Camp Co-op and you're watching our RPAs, don't do this. Don't pretend you didn't hear this, and also don't tell me.
Do you look at it afterwards?
No. Whenever I'm in a situation in which I wouldn't bother testing certain combos of equipment. You know when you do those things, you pay stamina to test a thing.
Yeah.
If I'm kind of in the I'm not gonna bother testing this, I often, not always, but I'll often just glimpse and be like, should I test this? And I'm like, nope, okay, nothing says. But I do it specifically when I would test it, I test it, and when I wouldn't, I'll be like flipping through things.
Yeah, 100%.
RPA gets progressively weaker story-wise. Star is a 4 to a 4.5, ends at 3.5. Yeah, so it was a 4.5 for me. I don't think it goes down to 3.5, but I think by the time I'm done, it's going to be a 4. Like, I like it, but I'm really, Ever since Ice Slug Starfish has all gone downhill. I respect that. Don't tell Meg this. She'll be heartbroken, guys. Tell Meg it's the best game ever. We got 3 games left to go. We're good.
All right, so you're on 8. You finished 8. You've got 9, 10, and final.
I think we finished 8 and
9, 10, and
we
final.
may have even finished 9. I don't know.
Oh, you just have 10 and final. Then?
But Meg wants to go back to the side quest one because it's.
Have you not done the side quest one?
No, we did, but it's repeatable.
Oh, why does she want to repeat it?
Because she likes it more than I do. I am not a fan of it. But both of us are doing that thing where she's like, if you really don't want to, you don't have to. And I'm like, if you really want to, you could. So we'll see what happens.
You two are so much nicer.
But stab me. When all Leroy Jenkins and sacrifice himself to the boss room full of minions, leaving the Mind Thief and Tinkerer to eke out a win. Beautiful. Beast Coast. Okay, Night Price. Marshawn Lynch got some Skittles.
Yeah, retired. He has been. I should have known he's been retired.
John Tripp. I'm also renowned for eating Skittles, but no one wants to interview me about it. John, let's have a conversation.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Okay. The cast of heroes and villains in Season 3 was so good. It was pretty good. I actually backed Marvel United. Fingers crossed on the shipping. I'm so burned out on all things Marvel.
I don't disagree with you, Kevin. I mean, I am as well. Like, to me, Marvel United isn't as much because it's Marvel. I mean, it helps that it's Marvel because it's something that is familiar, even when it's characters that I don't know. I am fatigued by the MCU. Marvel United as a board game doesn't have any wear on me.
I would say, here's my opinion of the MCU, okay? Hear me out. It's a good opinion. Shut up. Are you with me? I think that the MCU currently is back where it started. Meaning, I think the MCU started off with
another one?
Half of one, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the MCU started on a huge bang with Iron Man. And then I think it had a bunch of completely mediocre movies that weren't that great for a while.
Stark Industries bang, to be precise.
And then after that, it started to get better and better as things wove a story and a narrative and invested you in the characters. I think MCU Phase 4 is back to the beginning. There's a few standout hits, a few great movies, and it's progressively a little weaker as it gets too much and too much. But I think as they weave in Phase 4, they might be able to recapture the magic that you started getting in the second phase of the MCU. MCU Phase 1, I didn't think that was that great. I thought it was all individual storylines that had a few standout hits, and then in Phase 2, when they started interweaving, it was better. So we'll see how it goes. I hold on hope. Do you have a tentative rating for Andromeda's Edge so far? For me, it's a 4. I like it, but the problem is it's a 4 in the area control genre, and the area control genre, 4.5s and 5s are where it's at for me. Even Wonderland's Wars, like Wonderland's Wars is a 4 for me, and I don't know if I'm keeping it unless it gets faster as I play it more. I don't know if I'm keeping Wonderland's War, and I like it a lot. It's a tight genre. I almost got 2 core boxes. I get multiples of the stretch miniatures to paint, especially Devil Dinosaur. That's fair. I'm excited for the Spider-Geddon core box coming in mid-2023. Yep. Gotta love Devin's logic. Expansion. So Andromeda's Edge is basically a Dwellings expansion. So here's the difference. Ready? And I'll actually defend Devin on this. Andromeda's Edge is a sequel to Dwellings that does not integrate with Dwellings. Marvel United Multiverse is a sequel to Marvel United that integrates with Marvel United Multiverse, with Marvel United previous campaigns. In other words, if Devin takes the core box of Marvel United Multiverse and throws it in the garbage, he has a ton of content that he can integrate into his prior games. So I actually have his back, even though I acknowledge he's towing the line. What's your most under the radar roll and write? Probably Trails of Tucana. It is known, but it's probably the most under the radar as far as a roll and write that's worth paying attention to. Intrepid Fuel, we tested everything all the time in RPA, just random stuff, and we retconned if the result was ridiculous. Yeah, that I can't do. Sean S., you seem to love Encyclopedia more than any other content creators. What gives? Sean, which content creators don't love Encyclopedia? So, you see, here's the thing. For you to, like, I know Jeremy Howard loved it. I know he did. But you have to find the content creators to me that don't love it. Not the content creators that don't talk about it, because maybe they didn't play it. So I'm curious. Encyclopedia is a game that didn't have a huge amount of release, but it is freaking fire. And the amount of people who have confirmed, the amount of people who have played Encyclopedia and are like, this is fire, and they are completely with me. Sure, there's people who don't, but like, I think the only game I could think of in which I am completely behind it, but a lot of people are a little bit more medium on, is Wild Descent. Wild Descent has a few people who love it, but there's a lot of people who are like, too many problems, rulebook's an issue, and it has a decent amount of critiques around it. Like, I think it's like a 7.2 on Board Game Geek, and I'm like, it's a 5 out of 5. There are times when my opinion does not align with the crowd. Over time, that will eventually happen, but with Encyclopedia, I think my opinion is doing just fine with most of the crowd. I would still like for a Miles Morales hoodie sculpt, that's fair. The Duke of Fall, Hadrian's Wall doesn't get near as much hype as it should. Hadrian's Wall gets so much hype. It's so much hype. I'm intrigued by Andromeda's Edge, but the length of it's pushed me away. Alex, should we have super deep Q&A hard-hitting questions against Dev in the stream? Petrified. I love hard-hitting questions. Against anyone at all. So me, Devin, who do you love more, George or Noah? So I'll wait till Devin comes back. Wait, Devin?
What?
Who do you love more, George or Noah? Who do you love more, George or Noah?
That's a tough question.
Do you understand what half means?
I put ice in yours. You just didn't have ice last time. It is half.
Okay, thank you.
It is half.
Okay, well, he didn't answer the question, so he's unwilling to answer it. He's weak. I'd answer it. I'll answer any question you put to me.
I know.
Yeah. Isaac Kundiv. Agreed, Kevin. I'm getting more weary of longer experience like that. It really stops me from slowing it down. Joshua Claiborne. What characters in the MCU do you think people like enough to continue to carry this new phase? Peter Parker, for one. Peter Parker, I haven't actually seen the new Black Panther.
His name is Spider-Man. So the Wakanda Forever, I started watching on the plane.
Oh, I would not watch that on the plane. I want to watch that properly.
Yeah, like Black Adam.
No, that didn't watch on the plane. First time in my life, I'm fine with the plane crashing.
Oh my gosh! That's so dark. That's so dark. So dark.
I still think Doctor Strange is fantastic, although I thought the last Doctor Strange movie didn't do a lot to imbue my love of Doctor Strange, even though I do love him normally. Okay. Austin Estrada just found the IWD game for TMNT Cityfall. Have you played it? What do you think of it? I think it's a system that is well loved by many. I was only okay with Cityfall, just for the record. So that's a little bit of a heads up there. Intrepid Fuel, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate you. Nicholas Fournier, have you ever thought about doing a board game design? I think we've covered this a bit earlier in the chat. So the short answer is I've designed games. I have not executed on the design. Cam Reviews, I have the Great Wall of Black Powder coming in. Do you recommend new players start with or without the expansion? Ooh. I'd almost recommend starting with the expansion. I don't think it changes that much to the game, but it depends on how competent you are. If you're like if you haven't done that stuff before, then stick with the base game first. Swabby, which publisher is your favorite to work with? Oh. This is a fun answer. I think this is true. What?
He said it is half.
It is half booze. Okay, which publisher is your favorite to work with?
Oh, that's too.
No, it's not.
So I know I really hate the idea of a question that is like your favorite, because to me that identifies one, and that to me negates context.
I have two. I'm still gonna answer.
Sure. Okay. So I will name some of my favorites because they are weighed equally for different reasons. Ivy Studios, Orange Nebula, Chip Theory Games.
Yep.
Cardboard Alchemy, Burnt Island Games.
Yep.
There's so many.
You're just naming those that are the ones you like. You're not even just
Lucky Duck Games. I like all of them. I love all of them.
I love all of them, but you're not.
Who's your
narrowing it down.
favorite?
Okay, I have two favorites, but I can still answer which one's my favorite from those.
Okay, can I guess?
Yes, but you're gonna guess one of them. You're not gonna guess the other.
Interesting. Now I want to try to guess the other one. Chip Theory Games?
Chip Theory Games is one of them.
Okay.
And if I had to choose between the two, I would choose Chip Theory Games because I like their games better.
The other publisher.
The other one's a trick one. It's not who you'd think. It's really not. Which now he's eliminated just two from that alone.
Arcane Wonders.
No.
Lucky Duck?
Nope. And again, all fantastic publishers. We're going to get to in a second.
Is it one that, like, I would think of at all?
I mean, when I say it, you might be like, oh, but you wouldn't think that.
Now I want to guess it. I want to guess it. Who?
Steam Forge Games.
Interesting.
And not who you'd think, right?
Interesting.
So, for context, here's the thing. So, first of all...
I think you've always wanted to love their games at the same level that you like chip theory games.
So different games, I like Steam Forge games, but Resident Evil is my current favorite. I like Monster Hunter World. I really like Elden Ring, but definitely the quality of the games I have very much enjoyed. But contrasted with other publishers, I love other publishers' games. Now, most of the publishers Devin mentioned, Ivy Games, Orange Nebula, Burn City Games.
There's a ton that I didn't name.
There's a ton of people who I adore in the board game space. I adore them.
I did a video on this recently where I just literally named all the people that I like.
Yeah, and I still missed some. Yeah,
and I named like over 20.
And that's a real thing. The reason Chip Theory and Steam Forge Games make the list for me is I find both of those companies have dedicated media coordinators. What?
It's petrified. I was like, guys.
So both of those companies have dedicated media coordinators, which means their communication with me is going to already be better. Mm-hmm. And many of the companies I love, like Ivy Games, love them to death. But they don't have a dedicated media coordinator. They have a person who's working with us. And that's not a bad thing. I love Austin. He's tremendous. But having a dedicated media coordinator means a lot of things get handled better and smoother than you would otherwise think. And in general, just the communication and correspondence of both those companies has been amongst the best.
That's fair. Almost all of those have a direct person whose their job is to be that person.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. And so that's the thing. So for me...
What's it like being smart?
It has made the experience working with those people so much easier. And again, there are other companies who probably... And another factor I should say is, those are the two I'm thinking of. There might be a third or fourth I didn't think of that fall into the same tier. But lots of phenomenal companies out there. Lots of fun. What's up?
Petrified. I love you to people.
I didn't think...
Black Adam was that bad.
Okay, what do you think of an NFT... Okay, wait a second. Duke of Fall. I recall content creators not covering Talking Down Encyclopedia as well. Which
Interesting.
One? Not covering Encyclopedia is one thing. Talking down in it is another. Those are two different things. If you didn't play it, and therefore you don't know if you love it, I'm cool with that. If you played it and you don't love it, I guess I'm reluctantly okay with the fact that you have an opinion. Petrified. I didn't think Black Adam was that bad. Petrified. I thought Black Adam was not the worst, but it was humorously bad. Humorously bad. Like, it's the kind of bad that is, like, not the worst because it's, like, that funny bad.
I would rather watch Army of Darkness for how bad it is than Black Adam for how bad it is.
Army of Darkness, what's that?
It's the kind of movie that you watch because it's that bad.
Okay, cool. Did you play Rise of Fenris?
It's like old school Evil Dead guy.
Don't know. Strap me, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Have to? Do I drink my own pee because I have to? No, I do it because it's sterile and I like the taste.
Is it necessary?
What's the most interesting...
Patches O'Houlihan.
What's the most interesting and engaging thematic universe you've seen in a board game recently? I'm going to be a bit of a lame person here and say I really like the post-apocalyptic world of DEI.
Oh my god. Morgan and I was talking about Revive. Revive, after talking with... so I did a video with...
yes, you did.
Paul Grogan.
Yes.
And he talked about Revive, and after him talking about it, I was like, I want to play that game.
Did you buy it?
No.
When's your 16-hour live stream?
My 16-hour live stream, I need to do it between now and between the blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. Have you played Beast since it got the more choices for hunter upgrades? I have not played Beast in a long time, so the answer is probably no.
Meg,
why are you up?
She said, like, can't sleep. It's like I told you to fly here. I told you to do it.
Meg, oh my gosh.
Fly here tomorrow, Meg. Fly here tomorrow.
Meg, I checked
We missed a whole... all of chat now is just people talking to Meg now. Finally, the good Board Game Co. employee showed up.
Meg, we can find you flights. We can find you flights. Petrified, Meg, Interval, Meg. Hi, friends, Meg. What's up, Meg? Find the good Board Game Co. I have nothing to contribute except insomnia. Meg is so great. Petrified.
Meg, I'll make you drinks if you come. I'll make drinks.
Professor Meg, how far behind are they? Now we're not far behind at all. Meg, how was your day? Stream this afternoon was tons of fun. Black Adam wasn't good, but let's admit it. Dr. Fate was freaking awesome. KM reviews. No, we're gonna have awards here. KM reviews. Doctor, what's his name? Dr. Strange? Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate, okay, was supposed to be the version of Doctor Strange, right? And all Dr. Fate was, the entire movie, was old man who falls asleep in car. That was his role in Black Adam. He didn't come across as all-powerful. He came across as, like, needing a few pills and better medication. And I like the actor. I like the actor a lot, okay?
Oh, there's so much wasted in Black Adam.
Don't call me Ash. Army of Darkness rules. Army of Darkness pretty good. Now, pretty good person when I have FOMO. I actually fall asleep to watching these videos. Austin, you know what? I get that. Okay. So fun fact.
I can't do that. Well, so I can't not focus on the screen. We don't have a TV in our room.
So Meg, I may not have even told you this.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
We do, but it hasn't been on in who knows how long. Like we used to watch TV, but like I have not turned that TV on.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Who knows? How long?
I don't. So when I was in Poland, Meg did camp co-op on her own, and I would wake up at 2 a.m. because it's just the time zone differences.
Smooth,
and I'd pop onto like the camp co-op stream, and then I would just leave it on and just fall back asleep. And I did that for like every single day, just like throwing a stream on, just falling back asleep.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Smooth Southern drawl. I recently played Calico for the first time. What kind of scores you guys got? I've gotten anywhere between like 40 and 75 in Calico.
I beat you.
Shut up.
I love that. I was like, how often does someone get all 3 of these? And you're like, it's pretty rare.
Spread me, that's legit. At least you know Devin will have FOMO starting Sunday.
I will.
Oh, you will?
I don't really.
I was gonna say.
I don't really get FOMO.
I think I have the worst FOMO from the 3 of us.
Oh, 100% you have the worst FOMO.
Then Meg, then Devin. Devin's like, I'm chill. I don't care. I got stuff to do.
It's not just that. Like, I'm happy that you guys get to have time together. Or I'm happy that other friends that of mine get to have time together. And, like, yeah, it's not with me. But, like, at the end of the day, it's okay.
I want this one. Well, I want to do a bunch of questions. Cam reviews. Prefer Mythic Mystic at 2 or 4 players? I'm going to say 2, but it's very close. The 4-player Blitz
Have you done the Blitz?
Yes.
I haven't done it.
It's you, me, Austin, and Meg. We have an opportunity.
Win.
You win. Duke of Fall. What would be each of your 3 tips for board game designers, okay? Top 3 tips requests for board game designers. Tip number 1. When you ask people, when you're playtesting your game and you ask them if they like it, don't ask them if they like it. Ask them, do you like these? Like, where does this rank in terms of your favorite games? Would you pay $50 for this? Don't just say, do you like this game? Give them direct and hard questions that quantify how much they like it, as opposed to the fluff that you'll get from people who don't want to say, I don't like your game. Great, do you like it enough to pay $50 for it? If I launched it on Kickstarter tomorrow, would you back it? Would you play this over insert favorite game here? That's number 1, okay? Let's ask the hard questions. Number 2. I came with number 1. What's number 2?
Number 2 is make sure. So I should do have. I know. You do 3. I'll do 2.
Fine.
Number 2 for me is I am a firm believer in the opposite of what they tell some people, where they were like, when you're playtesting, don't worry about how it looks. Just make sure the game is good. Horse crap. It's a product, and when you get people in front of it, if it looks nice, it will even sometimes supersede how well it plays. If it is an attractive product, it will be better than if it's a great product that is not nice to look at. 100% worry or focus on how it looks when you're trying to present it public facing.
Yeah, I agree. I've generally said I have a hard time playtesting prototypes because I see words on blank paper and I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me is going to be along those lines, but in regards to a final product.
I haven't played any Splatter games.
The amount of times I've seen a good game hidden behind not bad art, but bad graphic design is a lot. The graphic design and the layout of a card of a game is a big deal, and sometimes they focus on we'll commission the art, and they don't get someone who does graphic design, and so now you have good game, you have good art or even decent art, which I think art is.
Amen.
I think graphic design is almost more important than art. I think you can get by with the various styles of art, but good graphic design can make or break a game. Good layouts, icons, all that stuff can make or break a game. What do you guys think of Splatter games? How do you rank them? Personally, I don't get to play one game as many times as required just by playing games that require mastery. I love certain Splatter games. I have a handful of them. Alex talks so fast he could be the guy that reads the fine print on the car sales commercials or the radio. I get compared to, what's the guy? Microman or something like that? There's a guy on TV who did
That's not for your talking.
Yes.
You walked right into that.
FGF subs are just going to fund Meg's move to Cleveland. Starts a plane ticket, now it's upgraded to moving truck. Listen, Petrified, I am down for the plan. They could just move to New York or New Jersey. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. New York or New Jersey, definitely not. I don't usually watch. I listen like a podcast. Professor Meg, I'm working on it, Swebme. What's she working on?
Who?
Swebme, you should probably just move to Cleveland. Oh, I'm working on it. There we go. Okay, cool. Frankie, my Vindication pledge showed up today. Any content coming on this game? I need my Vindication pledge. Then you'll get a giant all-in unboxing, and then Devin will get his copy of Vindication. They're starting to arrive. They're starting to arrive.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
David Brown, is the hangover tomorrow worth it? There's not going to be a hangover. I'm not drinking nearly enough. Cam Reviews, have you played Heat with the advanced cards to draft? No, I've played Heat, but not with the advanced cards. Morganite, after this. Yes,
You know, playing Heat has made me more interested in Flamme Rouge.
Why?
I just want to go try it now.
Cool.
It's available on Amazon. Like it's you can buy it on Amazon.
Flamme
and
Rouge?
it's expansion, yeah.
But I don't want to.
No, I'm just saying it's previous to Heat coming out. It was hard to find Flamme Rouge, and now it's like back and it's available.
Cool. Which of the games in the display behind you do you like the best? Side note, played Classic Culture the first time, loved it. Another guy rage quit. Ouch. Don't play with that guy again.
Meg said, "Can we sing her colder weather so she could go to bed?"
Wait.
Oh wait, no,
Ready?
no. We I gotta play it. I can't just do.
I'm gonna get a monetization strike on this video? I don't care. Go ahead, do it.
Would you actually get one?
Yeah, of course I would. If it plays an actual content video, who cares? Go ahead, do it. Find the audio.
What if I just pull up the lyrics? I just need
You
the
don't
lyrics.
know the lyrics?
You should not. I mean, so Amber.
You get stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better.
You can't just launch.
Can I call you then?
So
I'm a rambling man. I ain't never gonna change.
You can't just launch. You gotta build, man. You gotta build to it. You can't just go into the chorus. You can't just leap into it and not give anybody any emotional investment in what you're doing.
Let's go and do it. Let's do it. Ready? I might be in trouble. I hope we're not in trouble. Okay,
She'd trade Colorado if he'd take her with him. Closes the door before the winter lets the cold in, and wonders if her love is strong enough to make him stay. She's answered by the taillights shining through the window pane. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man, and you ain't never gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. At a truck stop diner just outside of Lincoln. The night is black as the coffee he was drinking, and in the waitress' eyes he sees the same old light is shining. He thinks of Colorado and the girl he left behind him. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man, and it ain't never gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. Born for leaving. Well, it's a winding road when you're in the lost and found. You're a lover, I'm a runner, and we go round and round. And I love you, but I leave you. I don't want you, but I need you. You know it's you that calls me back here, babe. Oh, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? 'Cause I'm a rambling man, I ain't never gonna change. Got a gypsy soul to blame, and I was born for leaving. Born for leaving. When I close my eyes, I see you. No matter where I am, I can smell your perfume through these whispering pines. I'm with your ghost again. It's a shame about the weather, but I know soon we'll be together. Can I call you then?
No, you
I can't wait till then.
I
can't wait till then. I'm sorry.
I can't wait till then.
I'm sorry.
I can't wait till then.
That was rough.
It wasn't the worst.
We needed a karaoke setting in which everybody else is also drinking. None of them are drinking.
Singing songs is hard. Singing songs in tandem is harder.
It is.
It's
that
harder.
is true. That is true. That is
we
true.
Got it. We got
hey.
it. Okay, cool. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
There you go, Mag.
Apple knees. Encore but not really.
I love that song. That's such a good song.
It's a great song.
If you guys haven't ever listened to Zac Brown Band and you think country is not good, they're kind of like folk country, and they have some good songs.
What do we say? How many dozen eggs would you trade for your number one game? Alex, turn on karaoke. Okay, cool. For the record, you guys missed the part where me and Devin were slow dancing to that song, because that happened.
That was the first time you heard the song, right? Was that the first time you'd ever heard it?
When we slow dance?
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I love the fact that I'm on the live
When
stream.
we slow dance?
Yes.
Clarification, when we slow dance.
Brian Winston, I used to like that song. Brian, you know you love that song. Cause I'm a rambling
God,
man.
it's so good.
I ain't never gonna change.
Let me see. Highway 20 Ride, killer, free, awesome. Oh man, there's so between the first two albums, there's so many good ones. I mean, like Chicken Fried is like a good one.
Chicken Fried's the famous one.
Is a good one, but like Toes in the Water and stuff like or Toes in the Sand.
They're good stuff. BC Karaoke's entertaining for sure. You know, we'll have to do more, but we don't actually know that many songs that well. I take it back. We don't know many songs.
Just shows why I don't like country. Kevin's like, I'm taking back those memberships.
You want what's it called? I heard a great line. With the rise of self-driving cars and country music, it won't be too long before the truck leaves him.
I hope you look back.
Did you hear my line?
Sorry, what did you say? I missed it. I missed it.
With the rise of self-driving cars and country music, it won't be too long before the truck leaves him.
Why do you put?
Shut up.
Do you have specific ones that you pick?
Devin should own a cowboy hat.
I don't have a cowboy hat. I have an AI picture that has a cowboy hat. Have you seen my AI cowboy hat?
Duke of Fall. I hope you look back at your singing face and imagine the great poos. Imagine great poos.
Look at me with AI cowboy hat.
Oh, where's my AI? I need to do AI stuff.
Oh. Where's my AI? I need to do that.
Okay.
Thank the board game god.
That's the board game gods. Okay, listen. I'm gonna go ahead and play AI thingy.
Oh man.
Generate some.
I love music so much.
Okay. Should I do cinematic, cool looks, hot masculine?
You got rid of Merchant's Cove, didn't you?
I absolutely got rid of Merchant's Cove.
Yeah.
Not because I don't like it, because other people weren't prioritizing playing with me, so I just didn't bother.
Yeah, it's just not a game I would play.
Video game characters I did manga. Do I want to be manga? I don't want to be manga. Although maybe manga could be fun. Let's go for it. Let's do manga.
Hey, just because I got reminded by the no pun included video, have you played Guards of Atlantis yet?
I need to watch that video. I've heard good things about it. So I have played Guards of Atlantis.
I didn't watch the full video, which that shouldn't surprise you. Yeah. Oh gosh, I touched it.
No, well, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Anyways,
I touched the pedal.
It's a rough teach. You basically have to reach it every time.
So that was Age of Atlantis, though. He said Age of Atlantis. It just made me think of Guards of Atlantis.
Merchant's Cove gone. Where's Age of Atlantis? It's a rough teach. I don't know which one he's referring to. It could be. I think he's referring to Merchant's Cove as a rough teach. You guys singing Meg's Lullaby reminded me of Three Men and a Baby. All of it. Kind of surprised Mina didn't make an appearance. Honestly,
I was really surprised.
The problem is when you get to the high part of that song, you have to own it.
You have to belt it.
You have
we didn't own it fully.
We couldn't. We couldn't.
I didn't. I would have been really upset. I would have felt really bad if we woke.
That song has become one of my favorite driving songs. It's on my playlist.
Dude, their songs are perfect road songs. And Chris Stapleton, the Traveler album.
I need some recommendations to you because I'm going on a road trip, and when I'm not listening to Red Rising,
happily give you some recommendations.
Because when you're driving,
I've got some killer road. Country's good road music.
I love country. I always love country.
Yeah.
When you're driving and you're like, "Cause I'm a rambling
dude."
man.
So Luke Combs. Yeah. Luke Combs. When it rains, it pours. Oh, Luke Combs, When It Rains, It Pours is like. Roll the windows down and just belt it. Like, absolutely. And this is as someone who I literally resisted listening to country music for like the first decade I lived in Arkansas.
I loved it. Country music. So, fun fact, I grew up very religious, and so, I grew up religious to a degree, and I didn't really listen to, I listened to almost exclusively Jewish music growing up. So there's a whole genre of music that's Jewish music. I listened to almost exclusively Jewish music growing up.
That's interesting, because I know what Christian music sounds like, and I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm Christian.
Yeah. And it's not really bad.
Is Jewish music like? So like the reason why I'm asking this is because there are like Christian versions of music genres. Is that the same thing with
so
Jew?
we do have
The only like Jewish
copies.
rapper I know is Modest Yahoo, and I know that that's not probably
Oh.
what you're talking about.
No, Modest Yahoo would be Jewish music.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, he would fall. There's a whole different genres of Jewish music. There's also Jewish parodies of regular music. So I'm trying to think of.
Is most of the Jewish music industry like I feel like Modest Yahoo because
he's not like
he's abnormal for Hasidic culture, though, right?
But you know Hotel in California?
Yeah.
So in Passover, there's a Jewish culture in Passover. It's like a lot of Jews will go to hotels for Passover. Okay, so there's a whole thing of Pesach in a hotel in California. The whole family will be at the Seder with me. It's literally a song. Okay.
I love
We're gonna be in a hotel for California. It's like there's Jewish versions of traditional.
It makes my heart
stuff.
happy.
But then there's also just Jewish music. Either way, it's a side tangent to the point that when I first started listening to non-Jewish music, country music was actually the first genre I listened to, and I loved it, and I've always loved it. Yeah, Pesach in a Hotel in California. There's so many good ones.
I do need to give you some music before you go on your ride this weekend.
We'll talk.
Go on Monday.
Or I could just literally just call you.
That's fair too.
Yeah. Or we could just talk.
But if I tell you ahead of time, you could
download it.
Download the playlist.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean,
do you have Spotify Premium?
No, I just have I have Amazon. That's what I have.
Amazon Music, like Prime Music.
Yep. But the problem with Amazon Prime is it's great for in the house, but it's not great for on the road. At least Jewish music doesn't seem to take itself seriously as Christian music does. So Petrified generally not. Jewish music generally is not trying to. Most Jewish music is not trying to preach a message, but it is using often Jewish words from various texts and whatnot. But it's not necessarily inherently meant to be as inspiring.
Petrified, you and me literally have the same experience. I was like, I don't like this, and it was almost like a pride thing. I was like, I'm not going to listen to country music because I'm a transplant who didn't grow up in the South. I was like, I'm not going to listen to it. And then it's the same thing as every genre. I found the ones in that type of music that I like. I like Luke Combs. I like Chris Stapleton. I like, Zach Brown Band. And I like a couple other people. And then I don't listen to all of it, but I like what I like. And it's good. Chris Stapleton winning, the Grammy for the Traveler album, deserved. Really, really good.
I'm going to say yes.
But Luke Combs, When It Rains, It Pours, you're going to listen to that in the car on Monday. And you're going to have a good time.
We're going to talk. That colder weather, by the way, that song has become one of my go-tos as far as just humming. I will literally be in the house.
It's
just
so
walking
good.
around.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
I love it
a good
so much.
song. I'm glad you like it.
Okay.
I'm not listening to any Christian music. I don't like music that is intentionally on the nose. Hey, we're Christian music. I just don't listen to it.
Yeah. I mean, I say yeah.
I'm Blink 182 in Linkin Park. That's what I like.
I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know.
Well, that's Matchbox 20. I said Linkin Park and Blink 182. You can't go Matchbox 20 and Rob Thomas on me. That's just not even. That's not allowed. You have to.
Pretty soon's how we're gonna be and how you think of me.
Well, I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't.
George Russell's gonna be a long wait, but it might happen one day.
And baby, then you'll see a different side of me.
I'm not crazy. Yeah. My face that I found Luke Combs because I can't help but scream his songs out and she wants them to not be ruined. Dev and I are neighbors. Cool.
We are?
Too. I don't know. Could be.
Find you in Little Rock. Or maybe you found me.
Matchbox 182.
Matchbox 22. Arkansas is close to Louisiana.
How long are you going?
That's fair.
I'm going for an hour and 17 minutes. Not the worst.
That's not worse. Is Massive Darkness 2 behind Devin, or is that the first one?
Massive Darkness 2 below you over there is that one over there is the first one. The second one is up there.
Yeah, that's so much. Are you ever going to touch that? Literally, are you actually ever going to touch that with all the stuff we're playing?
So I think so because I like the system, but I need to play it properly.
You know what's interesting is Man vs. Meeple, David and Ryan and Jeremy were all talking about how awesome it was, and I was kind of surprised because I thought it was going to be one of those ones that
Dice Tower. If you watch the top 10 from the Dice Tower, they had 7 Command games in their top 10. It was pretty impressive. Really? Yeah, including Massive Darkness 2.
You know what was interesting? One thing that I didn't realize was how different, and I looked this year on the BGG thread, or the Reddit thread that marked all of them into a table. Tom and Z and Mike are all very different from each other.
Yeah.
But they're also all three way different from the People's 100. The People's 100 is like diametrically different from the three of them. Like the three of them have their own particular flavors and stuff like that, but it was like I was kind of surprised because I think usually I feel like my preferences I usually align with Roy and then a little bit of Mike and a little bit of Tom.
I align strongly with Mike with then offshoots of Tom and Roy.
Yeah. So mine is like Roy and then I have offshoots of Tom and Mike. So a little bit different from you, but ultimately similar. But Roy's I feel like matches up sometimes more with the People's one. But it was interesting to see because you are I think much more able to like instinctively lean towards and mine data and look at that, and I just don't like focus on that. And I actually like looked at it and I was like, oh, this is really interesting.
Yeah,
I do know Need to Breathe.
Yeah, but I want to dive into Master Darkness. I find sometimes games
That is from Little Rock. That explains a lot. Screw you, Brian.
I find games sometimes fall into a zone where I don't get it played because it kind of doesn't get hit right when it's supposed to, and I start playing other games. Master Darkness kind of fell into this zone where I started playing it. I played the tutorial, and then just kind of sat there and I played other games instead. All right. We are going to lean towards wrapping this up. I don't know about Devin's energy levels, but I need to be up tomorrow morning, and I need to get up earlier than Devin does tomorrow morning. So, we are going to wrap this up soon.
We can wrap it up now.
We can wrap it up.
What song are we going to end on? We got to end on a song.
What songs do you know?
Do you know Danny California from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Nope.
Do you want to learn it?
Yes, I want the first time to sing a song to be on stream with no music behind it.
I thought that would be thought that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Do you what about like a Blink 182 song?
What are they singing even? I don't remember.
What about Linkin Park?
I don't like Linkin Park.
What's a band that you sing
to?
Band? let's let that be the end. Let's get into a philosophical conversation about what is a band.
I like Rob Thomas a lot in general, but who do I know well enough that can sing the songs? We want something recent or old school?
I'm kind of feeling old school. I feel like nostalgic tonight.
Okay. There's some good country over there. Barbecue Stain?
I don't know that one at all.
She got a barbecue stain on her white t-shirt. She was killing me in that miniskirt.
Oh.
I'm just thinking of country. This is like old school country. I also like Independence Day. It's Independence Day. You know that one?
No, I don't know that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we got some Shania Twain.
I'm gonna sing Luke Combs for you.
Okay.
And then we're gonna listen to it afterwards. I'm gonna serenade you, and then we're gonna listen to it afterwards. Luke Combs, Rains When It Pours. So I'm gonna sing it, and then we're gonna end it, and then I'm gonna let you listen to the actual song, and you're like, oh, that's way better than you doing this.
Yes, let's go ahead. So I'm just being serenaded to. Hope you all enjoy this. Party in the USA. Actually, Party in the USA. Let's do Party in the USA.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do Party in the USA,
of course.
Oh, actually, the other one that we could do, which is not one that most people would think about, is we could do it's a song by a female band, and it's the song that is the.
I love you like.
And I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, I said, hey.
I don't know if I can
what's going on? Which is an amazing song. Yes, Four Non Blondes. That's 100%. I'm getting so excited.
Save your volume for the song. Okay. We have like 2 minutes of being loud before it kills us.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna be so bad. Hopped off the plane.
Back up. 3, 2, 1. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I hopped off the plane at LAX with a dream and my cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame, except whoa, am I gonna fit in? Jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the taxi man turned on the radio and a Jay-Z song was on. And a Jay-Z song was on. And a Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song. The butterflies fly away. I'm nodding my head like yeah. I'm moving my hips like yeah. I got my hands up to play my song. And now I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. Get to the club in my taxi cab. Everybody's looking at me now. Like, who's that chick that's rocking kicks? She's gotta be from out of town. So hard with my girls not around me. It's definitely not a Nashville party. Cause all I see are stilettos. I guess I never got the memo.
My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kind of homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the JG's dropped my face. And a Britney song was on. And a Britney song was on. And a Britney song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. Oh, they hate us. They hate us. They hate us. And they hate. Everybody hates us right
Listen,
now.
we're gonna go and wrap this up. This has been.
Can I play you the Luke Combs song once we're done?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll
Okay.
see y'all tomorrow. Or